the question always will be similar to Lotus case. And Lotus case, as you all know, Lotus case punya kritikan yang apa? What is the kritikan terhadap Lotus case? We go advanced level. What is the kritikan of Lotus case? Anyone can tell me what is the kritikan? What is the Lotus case? The critics of the Lotus case. Hi, doctor. So the critics, jurisdiction, but at the same time, when they delivered the judgment in the PCIJ, ICJ, what they said actually? Is it they also have said that the bidang kuasa still with the said Turkey? They say like that, right? They said that when you have jurisdiction, you can have your entire jurisdiction. When somebody land at your land, maksudnya dia punya vessel went to the said Turkey, they captured the France person, the officers, and mereka menuduh, mereka charge dia dalam court dia. Kalau saya cakap dengan paling senang ialah apa? Satu kesalahan yang berlaku di mana? Di laut lepas, yang berlaku telah mereka chargekan di mana? Di jurisdiction negara Turki. Betul? Tapi bila anda nampak expression saya tadi kan, anda rasa seperti apa? Satu keadaan di mana, you faham tak? Apa yang saya cuba realitikan di sini ialah international law supposed to be what? International law supposed to be easy. But when you go to this higher level like professor and all that, the one in University Malaya, the one who studied in the international level, they always want you to use the lengthy language, you know. Do you all saw Avatar movie? Have you saw Avatar movie? I think you all saw the Avatar movie, right? In the Avatar, the person who took that said body, the person who took the said body, Avatar body, will go direct to the scientist. He will say something like, he will say something in simple sentence like, but the scientist will say, no. Then the another person will say to that person, yang kata how you have to explain this, dia akan kata apa? You have to put it in a very lengthy way for making it nampak macam apa? Nampak macam dia susah sikit. Tapi anda tahu dia senang. Faham tak? Jawapan paling senang ialah dalam kes Lotus, paling senang sekali lah jawapan dia apa? Jawapan dia ialah kapal itu sudah pun berlabuh di Turki, maka jurisdiction dia adalah di bawah Turki. Simple. Tapi mereka menggunakan ujian apa? What ujian they use? They use what ujian? I understand me. Apakah ujian yang digunakan oleh dalam kes Lotus tersebut? What ujian is that? They got two ujian, right? One is what? One is objective, one is subjective. For the Lotus case, they use objective. Why they use objective? Why they use objective? Correct. Why they use objective? Started from outside, completed in their very smart. So when we talk about this, what is the normal way of understanding of student? Always they give this kind of answer directly to that examiner, but they don't want. What they want? They want beyond. What beyond? What we can see? High C issue. Dalam isu Lotus tu, high C punya isu tiba-tiba yang sepatutnya mungkin mereka boleh kata tak perlu nak lihat ini perkara ini dengan lebih detail, tapi mereka mengambil high C itu isu itu dengan dahsyat. Menyatakan bahawa IC itu merupakan apa? Merupakan satu keadaan yang mana tiada jurisdiction, dan kapal yang memiliki flag yang registration dan sebagainya haruslah juga membawa kepada maksud apa? Maksud pemilikan kepada sebuah negara. Betul tak? Are you agreeing with that? So mereka cuba nak kritik, So mereka cuba nak kritik case Lotus dengan mengaplikasikan benda yang mungkin tak akan jadi reality. You all got it dah. Simple. If it's happened in high sea, somebody have caught the person, the France captain, brought back to their jurisdiction, they want to enforce the law, because everything happened also involved their own ship and all that. Do you think they don't have any power? They should have one. Simple reality, right? But talking in the international language, mereka nak inginkan apa? Kritikan, All got it, they nak kritikan. So bermaksud when there is a lotus case, that means what? When there's a lotus case, you also must have what? Must have the kritikan. Bermaksud kritikan tu kritikan apa? Kritikan mengenai kes lotus tersebut. Mengapa ramai pendidik, ramai akademik mengkritik kes tersebut sehingga dia nampak bahawa pengkritikan itu nampak macam what they call it? Like not the judgment is important now. People think the kritikan becomes so high. So bila kita tulis berkaitan dengan bidang kuasa itu akan menampakkan kepada pelbagai masalah dalam pelaksanaan. Contoh paling senang, saya bawa dua case law kepada anda kan. One is the Lotus case, one is the Eichmann case. Still remember the Eichmann? What is the difficulty to understand the Eichmann is, simple case. Eichmann was found to do something against the Jewish, lari daripada satu tempat pergi ke satu tempat, mungkin pergi ke sana untuk tujuan tertentu, ditangkap oleh Israel, dibawa ke Israel. Dari Jerman ke Argentina, ditangkap pergi ke Israel. Ada territorial issue tak? Ada jurisdiction issue tak? Tapi bila mereka menyentuh tanah, bila mereka menyentuh laut, mereka menyentuh space, kerajaan itu semua akan merasakan bahawa mereka terancam. Border issues. World very concerned about the border issue. Why world is very concerned about border issue? Because of it's already registered within us that border issue can cause war. Boleh menyebabkan kepada peperangan. Adakah ini boleh berlaku dalam dunia ini? Pernah ke tidak? Memang ada sampai sekarang. Gaza, Israel, border issue. Pakistan, India, border issue. Bosnia, Serb, border issue. Russia, Ukraine, border issue. Semua ini ada isu berkaitan dengan apa? Dalam punya teritorial. Ataupun saya boleh kata berkaitan dengan bidang kuasa mereka. Adakah apa yang saya sebutkan tadi, kalau saya letakkan dia dalam isu berkaitan bidang kuasa, saya kritik kes Lotus itu, ada tak dia akan nampak berbeza dengan student lain? Do you think your answer will be different when you put the kritikan? Anda rasa akan berbeza tak? What do you think? I'm telling something. Is it something new for you or something is normal? Anda rasa apa? Kalau tak, anda lihat tengok dalam dokumen yang saya bagi ni anda nampak kan the dokumen yang saya hantar ini berkaitan dengan the jurisdiction order, right? If you already go and look into that, why my document, the first 2 pages. Sekejap okay, ada. Sebenarnya ada. Ini adalah soalan dia. Okay, this is a question lah. Betul tak? Last week yang kita buat kan. Saya rasa anda semua masih ingat lagi soalan dia. Very very important because dia takkan berubah. Soalan ini pasti akan menjadi soalan yang sama. Okay, cuba tengok cikgu share ni. Infinity mirror. Should I dismiss or don't show this again? What is this infinity mirror? Okay. So you all can see that question. Okay, good. So when you all can see that question, cikgu nak present ini dia macam-macam ni. Okay, anda boleh nampak kan, pasal anda pun ada soalan kan, correct or not? You all can see, right? Sekejap Tiba-tiba ada something. Dia kata mirror lah, infinity mirror. Presenting. Aduh, nak cuba saya tak dapat nak present. Cikgu nak yang scrolling itu. Selalu cikgu ada masalah dengan scrolling itu. I always got a problem in that scrolling. But never mind. You all can see that isu berkaitan dengan the four citizen, right? Betul tak? Four citizen itu akhirnya apa berlaku kepada pihak tersebut? What happened to that four citizen? They died, isn't it? True or not? Who they are actually? The four citizen. Siapa mereka? Mereka ialah pihak yang berada di dalam negara mana? Negara Kronos. Okay, farm. Okay. So when they are in Kronos, so anda boleh nampak dekat sini. Bila mereka lah citizen Kronos, lepas tu ada juga isu berkaitan who were abroad, the luxury cruise liner flying the flag of the state of Earth. So there's a ship that you all can see. The one is the liner flying, okay, where killed when the ship collided with the Vulcan ship on the high sea. The captain of the Earth ship, Jean-Luc, managed to save most of the passengers that were on board. They then continued their journey to the nearest port, which was in Earth, as some of the victims required medical attention. Okay, now tell me something different about what happened in Lotus actually. In Lotus, kapal France berlayar ke Turki ke macam mana? Correct, right? France punya kapal berlayar kepada Turki. Got it or not? Tapi kapal inilah kapal yang sama berlayar ke negara yang sama. Correct, right? Kapal yang sama berlayar ke negara yang sama. Kapal yang dipandu oleh kapten negara yang sama berlayar negara yang sama. Betul tak? Dia Earth, dia balik ke Earth. Betul kan? When dia Earth balik ke Earth, do that mean dia berbeza dengan Lotus ke? Any answer for that? Daripada Earth pergi kepada Earth, adakah ada perbezaan? Contohnya, kapal France berlayar ke France. Apa akan berlaku jika seorang kapal atau kapten France itu jika dia berlayar ke France? Dalam kes Lotus, what could happen? You can tell me? What could happen if that is a France vessel, in the case of Lotus, if it went to its own country? We will have a different cases or different point of fact or different decision. Boleh tak? Anyone to answer? Daripada France dia pergi kepada France. What do you all think?
Probably France can claim jurisdiction under territorial principle.
Excellent. So they also will use some of their precedents to say that they also have the power, isn't it, on their jurisdiction. True or not? So whether they can use other than the territorial principle jurisdiction, or maybe they also can use other precedents on the state of jurisdiction. Selain daripada wilayah, we have another jurisdiction under the state wilayah, isn't it? So what probably they can use? Any idea? Last week cikgu hanya thoroughly went into the state Lotus punya case saja. Is it ada lagi apa-apa yang anda boleh lihat? Kan? Boleh beritahu cikgu? Apa lagi yang isu jurisdiksi yang mereka boleh gunakan di sana? Anything? Adakah mereka boleh menggunakan isu kewarganegaraan? Citizenship of the said person, is it they can use that also to consider that they have the said jurisdiction? Boleh ke? Bolehkah mereka menggunakan adanya kewarganegaraan? Bermaksud bahawa negara saya ada kuasa enforcement yang sangat tinggi berkaitan dengan bidang kuasa kerana negara kita, contohnya Malaysia. Adakah negara Malaysia memiliki kuasa mutlak dalam bidang kuasanya untuk membicarakan warga negaranya? If any one of these citizen of Malaysia go anywhere of this country in this globe, any places in this globe, did something wrong, any global in this place, can they come back? Can be they punished? Bolehkah mereka dihukum? Can we punish them? Boleh tak mereka dihukum di Malaysia? What's the answer? Can. Is it can? Yeah. So kalau kita kata boleh, if we say can, yes, we say yes, can. Kalau kita kata boleh, bermaksud bahawa itu adalah kuasa apa? What is that kuasa? It is more to prescriptive? Is it more to the issue of enforcement? Kita akan lihat kepada kuasa mana. Ataupun dia juga boleh lihat sebagai apa? Kedudukan kuasa yang ada dalam isu berkaitan dengan domestic law. Can I use that word all? Domestic law, I got my own superiority. Domestic law, I got my own power. I got my own jurisdiction. Can I use that all? What do you think? You see, I'm making things look like so a bit tough for them, Why? Because they will ask this kind of question. Not we, right? We direct only. We will say what? Kerakyatan, kewarganegaraan. The person is actually a person who from France. So dia memang boleh dituduh dan dikenakan tindakan di France. Correct tak? Exactly mengikut kepada kes ini. Earth punya captain balik kepada Earth. Do the Earth punya government got any issue with the Earth punya captain? Can they bring him to the jurisdiction or not? Boleh. Simple. Pemahaman kita simple. Tapi bila kita answer kepada pihak-pihak yang ada isu berkaitan kita punya pelajaran, memang kita hormati pelajaran kita lah, tapi cara untuk menang mereka is a mind level, right? Kalau kita bincangkan perkara itu, adakah kita kena lengthykan sikit bahasa-bahasa kita in a way that when we explain enforcement jurisdiction, we must also say why does the said Earth would have the power of jurisdiction to enforce it as it can be done according to their domestic law. Boleh? What do you think? Am I stressing into it? Saya nak betul-betul PIL ni kita menang. Oh, faham tak? Soalan dia tengok betul-betul lah, dia betul-betul peningkan kepala orang tau. You all see actually Lotus case is what? Anything happened, Lotus case related to Lotus case, happen in High Sea, go to the defer country. Look at this question, what they did. They changed the entire question, right? Then they are claiming what? Then they saying what? The other country also ada kuasa untuk menuntut. True or not? So, on the day, what will happen to pelajar-pelajar? Apa akan berlaku kepada pelajar-pelajar? They will go and write nicely Lotus. Oh, Lotus case sudah keluar lah. Oh, yes, Lotus. But do they really know yang ini sebenarnya bukan 100% Lotus lah. Ini ada differ sikit. Betul tak? Ada twist sikit. Tapi High Sea, dia tak nak lupakan. Kapal, dia tak nak lupakan. Mangsa, dia tak nak lupakan. Dia akan masukkan beberapa buah negara. Adakah soalan seperti ini boleh keluar dan kita boleh menang soalan ini? Boleh. Tapi sekarang isunya ialah, jika saya nak membawa isu berkaitan Lotus ini, bolehkah juga saya menyatakan bahawa prinsip kewilayahan Lotus ini yang mana objektif boleh diaplikasikan dalam kes saya? Tengok soalan dahsyat. Kes ini, adakah kes ini juga boleh diaplikasikan dengan ujian objektif? Berlaku di Subjective. Why we feel like subjective? Because it's happened somewhere and because if we say subjective means what? Bermula di negara, berakhir di negara lain. Bermula di negara, berakhir di negara lain. I understood really. Bermula di negara means you are indicating the kapal, the earth punya kapal, correct or not? You are saying that also a territory of the said nation, true or not? That's the idea, right? Correct, right? That's the idea, right? But how would we going to say bermula di negara, berakhir di negara? Any test for that? Bermula di negara, iaitu di kapal earth, berakhir di earth. Ada apa-apa ujian seperti itu? No, right? It must be start, it must be end somewhere. It must start here, it must be end somewhere. True. Correct, right? So this case still belongs to what? Am I going to say because it's happened in high sea, because of that it started on that ship, and that's why it's ended in that my territory? What I'm going to say? So what is the objective? What is the subjective? Anyone want to put your really? This is what all about. You're going to answer this. It look like easy question, but it is not. It's challenging also. Nampak macam senang kan, tapi mana senangnya? Tak nampak pun senang, betul tak? Dinampak dia suka sikit kan. Kalau dinampak senang, kita boleh nampak dengan jelas jawapan dia. Tapi isu dia berkaitan dengan mula ke berakhir. Correct or not? So you all tell me, di mana? Is it objective or subjective? Which one you will use? Lotus case apa? Objektif kan? Betul tak? Dia tak kisah kan? Dia berakhir di mana? Dia tak kisah kan? Dia kata apa? Itu high sea, inilah negara saya. Betul tak? So, can I bring that argument here? So, I still can use what? Objective. Why? No. The critican is what? The critican is what? The critican is for the law of sea. The critican was for the kapal tersebut. They don't see the kapal flag. They don't see who owned the flag or who owned the registration of the kapal. All that they don't see in the high sea. So it was a critican, It was a very critican. Why this International Court of Justice didn't want to see all these things theoretically. But for me, ICJ decision was good, but it is also need to support with the critican. Kerana law of sea kata, kapal-kapal yang dimiliki oleh negara-negara yang didaftarkan di dalam convention Hague berkaitan dengan aviation, berkaitan dengan ship dan sebagainya, semua itu adalah berdasarkan kepada flag, ada berdasarkan kepada registration negara-negara. Anda rujuk kepada France, rujuk kepada isu berkaitan dengan kewarganegaraan. Tengok, dia orang betul-betul pandai lah. That's why international law is very technical paper. If I do like this right, must be your sense of doing it in the exam hall. You must be like, you all got it. This all you must have. When you sit for international law, you must like, but don't panic lah. It's all only for us to show to others. But for us, we know we can answer. Faham tak? So masa kita tulis pun macam tu, kena ada lengthy version of answer. Contohnya, tengok macam mana cikgu buat dalam isu kewarganegaraan. Tengok macam mana cikgu bawa inspirasi kepada anda. Berdasarkan kepada kes Lotus ini, maka terdapatnya isu di mana fakta dan sebagainya kan, judgement dia lah ini kan. Maka kritikan-kritikan telah dilemparkan berkaitan kes Lotus ini adalah juga berdasarkan kepada prinsip-prinsip kewarganegaraan yang mana dapat dilihat melalui isu berkaitan dengan kewarganegaraan kapal tersebut maupun isu yang berlaku di high sea tersebut berkaitan dengan jurisdiction kes tersebut ataupun berkaitan dengan bidang kuasa kes tersebut, di mana dia dilihat kepada artikel 91(1) di mana ia mengikut kepada UN Convention on the Law of the Sea 1982 on the Ship and Nationality, di mana dinyatakan bahawa setiap negara harus memberikan kewarganegaraan melalui pendaftaran di dalam wilayah dan kuasa atau hak untuk mengibarkan negara benderanya. So am I correct when I say berkaitan dengan bendera, maka dia orang pergi moon pun dia orang buat apa? The Apollo went to the moon. They put what on the said moon? Flag, isn't it? True or not? Why they put flag there? Because they want to show that America already been number one, or they want to prove also the moon is belong to us now. They want to show something to the world, right? Kita sudah pun bertapak di sana kan. So similarity di sini, ini adalah semua rukun-rukun yang kita belajar daripada adat-adat yang digunakan dalam Law of Sea, di mana sailor, seaman akan berkelakuan seperti apa. Seaman, orang captain, kalau anda pergi bincang dengan mereka, kehidupan mereka amat berbeza. If you all have some relative or friend and all that, you talk to them, they will give a lot of ideas about how they think. As totally different. I don't know why. Maybe because of their lifestyle. That's why those days, apabila mereka keluar untuk mereka nak cari island of Palmas, Clipperton Island, all the issues, what they always do first, mereka akan buat apa? Memacak bendera. So perkara ini adakah penting perlu dilihat dalam isu berkaitan dengan case lotus? The answer supposed to be yes. Tetapi mengapa mereka tidak melakukannya? That is the persoalan. Mengapa mereka tidak melakukannya? That is the persoalan. Itu ialah kritikan. Maka anda mungkin akan tanya saya, mana kita nak cari kritikan-kritikan ni? Hari ini cikgu nak memasukkan beberapa ni, dia tak dapat nak present lah, the one my slide. Never mind, what I do. Okay, cikgu akan buat perkara lain. Okay, tak apa, biar dia buat lah apa yang dia buat kan. Kita buat cari idea. Okay, cikgu buat apa tadi? Dalam nota anda yang cikgu masukkan tu, anda nampak kan cikgu ada masukkan the clip video. You all can see it on the one. Can see right, the video, the one I put that YouTube video. This is advantage for you all, another resources. So if you all click to this video, I hope this is Lotus case. If you all click to this video, if you all look into that said video, there are many interrelated videos which is also probably the Lotus case. Or you type Lotus case, there will be a lot of kritikan terhadap Lotus case. So cikgu tadi ada buat research sedikit, because cikgu tahu yang DJ Harris tu sudah pun ada tulis. Martin Dixon also stated on the kritikan, but I also want to hear it from any related sources yang saya boleh dengar dengan senang untuk mengetahui case Lotus. So what I did was, I went to the YouTube and all that, I found a lot of things. It was very benefit to look into all this, because you're going to be more advanced than the lead students. They don't do all this. Mereka takkan buat. Atau mereka buat pun, mereka akan membincangkan perkara dalam video itu saja. Mereka tak akan bagi tahu berkaitan nota seperti ini. Mereka tak akan bagi tahu yang sedikit slot berkaitan dengan video. Jangan tengok video just then you write about video only. Cannot. You must talk about these notes and you must balance with the kritikan with the video. Then anda akan memahami betapa pentingnya perlu ada kritikan tersebut. Ini cikgu akan bagi anda sebagai satu kerja. I think few of you already sent to me. I read that answer. The answer was direct. Okay? The answer was direct. Excellent point. Some of the points are direct to the answer. And also, certain thing I need to appreciate. Terutamanya, soalan itu ada isu berkaitan dengan non-leasing. Last week, cikgu hanya mengkritik non-leasing itu dalam isu berkaitan dengan extradition saja. You see cikgu memang mengkritik dia hanya di dalam isu ekstradisi saja. Mengapa cikgu hanya kritik dia dalam isu extradition saja? Can anyone tell me why? My mind went to what? Because I didn't write the answer. I didn't type the answer. So my mind always goes to what? When I look at the treaty for the non-seeing, my mind will go to what? Extradition for the non-seeing. Because saya tak tulis. Waktu cikgu semakin menulis, cikgu merasakan saya boleh lari daripada lotus kepada kewarganegaraan. Anda nampak tak? When I want to write this answer, bila saya buat bullet point, saya merasakan bahawa saya juga boleh membawa isu jurisdiction ni dalam isu wilayah ini kepada kewarganegaraan yang mana mungkin akan menyenangkan saya. You all got the idea. That's the one. Thank you so much. You all got the idea what I'm trying to say. You all got the idea what I'm trying to say. When I start to put in the bullet form itself, my entire perspective of looking at that question was changed. When I was explaining the Noni Singh last week, when I was explaining the Noni Singh, my idea on Noni Singh was only on extradition. Because I read the what? Saya baca apa? Saya baca isu berkaitan apa? Saya baca isu berkaitan dengan the Noni Singh yang mana dia telah melakukan satu kesalahan jenayah di state mana. The government now wishes to bring action against Jianluk for the collisions and Noni Singhs for the war crime. And saya punya mind ni dia lebih kepada isu berkaitan dengan Vulcan Kronos ni, dan juga saya punya mind ni lebih juga kepada isu berkaitan dengan extradition. Extradition of the said Noni Singh. My mind went like that when I didn't write. So my mind went there. But after I look into that certain people's answer and I also look into that said question, very well understanding of the said question, I believe it is supposed to what? I also need to talk on the Noni Singh. Kerana apa? Dia sudah pun bagi tahu di sini. Dia kata the Earth government now wishes to bring an action against Jianluk for the collision and Noni Singh for war crimes. Cannot. Can they bring against any actions towards any person who did the war crime? Boleh ke tidak? That will be a beautiful answer. Yes, but in what or which principle? Basically, is it under which one?
Universal.
Universal, okay. We can bring under universal because it's lebih kepada isu berkaitan dengan jenayah terhadap siapa? Kemanusiaan. So when we talk about that, jenayah kemanusiaan, can I bring also each one into that issue? Can I bring each one also here? Not an issue, right? Because each one also seems to be have link to the genocide, right? True or not? Dia tak ada isu. Kerana apa? Dia jatuh di dalam prinsip perlindungan, each one, if in the nota. But I don't think so that we cannot bring under the seat sejagat to explain what is the meaning atau what is the meaning of what? What is the meaning of the genocide ataupun satu kekejaman ataupun war crime di dunia. Kita boleh juga linkkan kepada Ichman. Kerana Ichman itu lebih kepada isu apa? Kemanusiaan lah. Dia pergi membunuh 4 hingga 4.5 juta orang Jewish itu dia bunuh. Adakah itu boleh dikatakan sebagai satu bentuk kesalahan perang? Boleh, memang ada. Dia ada di belakang nota itu pun ada. Age of Israel versus Ichman ada, memang. So, apa yang saya cuba terangkan di sini dia sangat simple ialah mind kita bila kita menulis jawapan dia berbeza. Why I'm stressing on answering part now? We all cannot bring into the exam hall, we cannot bring in any statute. So we have to remember a lot of things by heart. So katakan sekarang cikgu track luar, pergi luar track sikit. Article 38 continental shelf case. Anyone can tell me about it? Not continental shelf. Jangan tiba-tiba rasa, mana tiba-tiba kita masuk track mana? Correct or not? Not continental. Not continental shelf case ini. Di antara siapa dengan siapa? Just tell siapa dengan siapa. Anyone? Siapa dengan siapa? Denmark, Norway. Is it Denmark versus Norway or Denmark Yeah, true. So Denmark and Norway has what actually? Both of them have what? What they have? They have? What they have? They have treaty, right? True or not? But when they have treaty, it's not agreed by Germany. Why Germany don't agree to that point of, to that extent? Why Germany don't agree to it? Because they want to claim more bigger territory. True or not? So they want to claim under customary. So they don't want to go into the equidistance principles. True, right? You all got it or not? Correct, right? What I'm saying. So what is the answer for that issue related to Denmark, Norway, and Germany? What happened? Is it there was any judgment? Is it any judgment was spelled out in the said case? Ada apa-apa judgment ke dalam case tersebut? Any judgment? Any judgment that case? Court says what? Treaty is treaty, customary to customary kan? Betul tak? Betul tak? Yeah, let's say when they are through. So dalam keputusan kes itu mana ada keputusan? Tak ada keputusan tau sebenarnya. Chairman punya perlakuan antarabangsa adalah betul. Treaty di antara Denmark dengan Norway adalah betul. Itulah jawapan dia. Faham tak? Okey, sekarang anda cuba kaitkan. Macam mana kita boleh kaitkan dengan persoalan itu kepada kita punya isu ekstradisi ini? Adakah ekstradisi ini juga memainkan faktor kepada prinsip treaty? Tengok, cikgu nak kaitkan. Cikgu balik kepada sumber, cikgu datang kepada aspek ekstradisi, tapi cikgu nak melihat kepada isu berkaitan apa? Treaty. Boleh tak saya juga menggunakan treaty dalam bab yang kita nampak sebelum ini? Bab sumber. So when you use your lengthy languages on issue, law, and what? Issue, law, application, conclusion. They will say lah, don't use this, don't use that, all that. You just answer and all that in the international law. They will say everything lah, in the leap and all that. But tell me honestly, without ILAC, can you do any law paper? Let's say somebody come and tell us you should not use the ILAC or you cannot use this ILAC in international law. Do you think it is possible to us to neglect the said ILAC? Is it I can run away from the ILAC in any circumstances or any law paper? Boleh ke? Can I run away from this ILAC issue, law, application, conclusion? Can I just neglect the entire thing and answer my questions for problematic as answer? So, ekstradisi bila rujuk balik kepada kita kena rujuk balik kepada isu yang berkaitan memising itu, di mana adakah terdapatnya satu bentuk ekstradisi yang dapat membentuk kepada persoalan treaty? Jawapan dia lah apa? Ada tak mereka ada treaty? Ada, tapi diorang buat satu lagi perkara. Perubahan dalam kerajaan baru sekarang ingin atau tidak ingin melaksanakan ekstradisi tersebut. Mereka kata tidak ingin. Kenapa? Kerana mereka merasakan bahawa dia ada isu berkaitan dengan hang tersebut kan, capital punishment, right? True or not? So, adakah sekarang saya akan kata, adakah saya boleh kata di sini, persoalan-persoalan berhubung dengan ekstradisi ini memainkan faktor penting dalam melihat kepada dua negara itu perlu memiliki konsep undang-undang yang sama. Should I say that? Can I say that? I told last week that was the answer, right? So the answer fall in which category now? Prinsip apa? What is the principle? The principle of double criminality, which says that each country must have what same level of statute or mindset, whether they want to send the person back to their own country or they will have jurisdiction to punish them in that country. Contohnya like case yang berkaitan dengan Alton Tuya, case Sirul tu, yang berada di mana? Australia. Yang Australia tanah hantar dia balik ke Malaysia because of the principle of double criminality. So double criminality ini sangat-sangat penting dalam isu berkaitan dengan ekstradisi because ramai akan kata, oh boleh hantar. Ada treaty boleh hantar. Many will say that actually cannot. You must see what is the policy of the state government, of the state nation, of the state, whether it is according to their jurisdiction or not. All this you need to write within 45 minutes. I received an answer. Now I'm looking at the point. I received the answer and I look at the answer. The answer was, I think perhaps if typed, the answer could be done within 45 minutes. But the answer was direct. If you all write that answer, it will take about 50 minutes at least. Because typing, some people fast, copy paste and all that online. Let's say you're writing, perhaps you will take 1 hour. For one question, it will take 1 hour. Because you think and write. So mana kita punya standing sekarang untuk jawapan-jawapan kita? Adakah kita sudah mula perlu menggunakan kertas dan mula menulis dengan masa? Because kalau anda tanya saya punya guide tadi, bila saya tulis jawapan yang ada isu berkaitan dengan bullet point itu pun, saya rasa memang saya sekarang kena fikirkan bila saya jawab nanti di exam hall, adakah saya akan memerlukan masa yang lama untuk satu soalan, adakah saya perlu buat dengan cepat, dan cara saya menulis adakah dia dalam konsep general atau saya kena tulis dengan sebaik-baiknya untuk memahamkan pihak tersebut dengan cara saya kata tadi, lengthy understanding. So how I'm going to do it? So that will be the issue now. Probably cikgu mungkin akan buat satu standard answer untuk anda untuk ini, tapi cikgu mungkin tulis dalam tulisan. I'll do like the notes one, right? I told that the notes I will change it to convert it to the words, right? That's one work. Another work, I maybe will write in my own handwriting for the answer, because I also want to sit and see whether all my understanding now at this level, because I did my environmental international law. I think you all know environmental international law is another step after the public international law. Okay, so understanding of international law saya punya lebih bagus ialah when I have Professor Azmi Sharum taught me international law. So dia extended version sikit. So bila kita tuliskan, kita nampak ada banyak isu jargon situ. We always have to illustrate on that meaning. They want to know whether we know or not. Even at my master level, when I write, I think the professor want to know whether we know or not. All the tafsiran kan, dia nak tahu kita tahu ke tak. Macam tu contohnya treaty. When I write treaty mengikut kepada artikel 38 yang mana treaty itu adalah sumber. Treaty ini boleh dilihat dalam kedudukan seperti ini. Apa kedudukannya? Adakah dua pihak? Adakah kepada universal? Adakah dia mengikat keseluruhannya? Adakah boleh diletakkan reservasi? So saya kena buatkan satu pandangan yang saya mengetahui treaty tersebut. Contohnya. Tetapi bila saya nak kaitkan dengan problematik, saya tak boleh nak terlanjur sangat kerana saya akan makan masa. You faham tak? So prinsip kita pada hari ini, pemahaman kita pada hari ini ialah bila kita tulis jawapan, adakah kita boleh menggunakan masa dengan kapasiti pengetahuan, gel together and strike them dalam cara pemahaman knowledge kita untuk menang pada hari tersebut, exam tersebut. You all got it, my understanding. So need to do it in that way. Nampak macam saya sekarang lebih memahami kedudukan soalan, nampak sangat saya memahami keseriusan bila dia pergi kepada physical exam. Online is very easy for us to do. Online is very easy to do. Why? Because online we got sources, we can see the answer, we can look at the notes. Yeah, I understand you need to understanding also, not to say, but it's not so difficult. But now, you will not have the notes, you will not have anything with you, you're going to go with yourself on the day. So lucky when I ask this question, continental, you can answer. Now, can anyone explain to me other cases in the state of international law, ada tak ada kes-kes yang lain dalam international law selain daripada apa Lotus Hitchman. Anyone remember the case of Joyce versus DPP? If I put randomly Joyce versus DPP, will stand under dekat mana? Hitchman akan jatuh di bawah konsep perlindungan universal. Senang untuk kita untuk bawa dia Hitchman dekat sana. Joyce akan berada di bawah mana? Can I put it under the state kewilayaan? Atau dia lebih kepada isu berkaitan dengan apa? Enforcement? Ada tak ada kes-kes lain yang saya kena lihat? Notabomb tu. Where is the notabomb? Notabomb dalam kes mana? Dalam mana notabomb? Is it also under the issue related to the kewarganegaraan? Notabomb. You have to know the notabomb. You have to know the case law of recutting. What is the recutting case? Excellent. What is recutting case? Is it recutting case related to the Mexican or American who did something wrong about defamation law on the said Mexican, and he was brought to the Mexico, whether he then later want to take an action in the said Mexico, but what happened was the person yang sememangnya telah membuat kes tersebut telah menarik diri. Ini semua ialah kita nampak. So kita kena buat apa? Kita kena buat jawapan berdasarkan kepada pemahaman ini. Okay, prinsip perlindungan pula saya kata tadi ada Hitchman. Prinsip sejagat pun ada isu berkaitan dengan Hitchman, tapi ada isu berkaitan dengan genuine link. Don't forget the word the genuine link, yang pertalian terus itu. You have to have that genuine link. Okay, what's the meaning of genuine link? Dia ada prinsip, ada 4 prinsip utama yang merujuk kepada adakah dia boleh digunakan dalam isu berkaitan dengan prinsip sejagat. Okay, so kita ada the direct link. Kita ada direct link. Cuba lihat kepada nota tersebut, dan ada tak isu berkaitan dengan kesalahan seperti kelanunan dan kesalahan seperti perang juga boleh dibawa di bawah sejagat. Baru anda pergi kepada ekstradisi. Ekstradisi itu adalah lebih kepada isu berkaitan dengan treaty. Kalau dia treaty, kes yang paling bagus sekali ialah lock-by. Lepas tu satu lagi yang selalu kita nampak ialah selalunya kes ekstradisi ini boleh gagal. Another word why that most of the case can gagal ialah you all can see the case of US versus Alvarez. Itu seorang warga negara US, agent enforcement telah dibunuh di Mexico. 5 tahun kemudian Alvarez Machine, seorang warga negara Mexico, disyaki terlibat dalam pembunuhan tersebut. Atas permintaan agent Alvarez ini telah diterbangkan dari Mexico secara paksa. So the word ialah secara paksa. When you kidnap someone from one state to another state, could we bring that person in front of the jurisdiction of court and say that court, you have power to put any sentence on that person? Boleh ke? If somebody, like case of Hitchman differ, the government supported, Israel government supported that Hitchman supposed to be went through all the kind of treatment yang sepatutnya diorang buat dalam kes tersebut. But dalam kes US ini, saya rasa macam tiba-tiba terkeliru tau bila saya nampak mereka berjaya bawa balik orang yang perlu dikenakan tindakan. Tapi apa berlaku pada kes tersebut? Keputusan kata apa? Mahkamah Supreme US telah menimbulkan rasa kesal dan tidak puas hati terhadap peguam-peguam antarabangsa kerana mahkamah bertindak di luar daripada apa yang sepatutnya. Hakim telah membebaskan Alvarez atas alasan tidak mempunyai atau kekurangan bukti untuk mendakwanya. Alvarez dihantar balik ke Mexico. So, tetapi dia tak ada bukti lah Alvarez. Okay, so dia tak ada bukti dalam Alvarez. So ada juga yang mereka menimbulkan isu berkaitan menimbulkan isu berkaitan dengan mereka tidak boleh Instate versus Ibrahim. Look at the one, Instate versus Ibrahim. It says what? Warga negara Afrika Selatan didakwa atas kesalahan pengkhianatan. Dia telah diculik daripada Swaziland. Still remember last week I asked, there is any country called Swaziland. Like what happened now, right? Our Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim went to the country called Turkistan. You all remember the word? They say Trikistan. Kyrgyzstan or Trikistan. There's a country called that, right? Kyrgyzstan. All the Stan countries that they actually have given a good like a red carpet lah, they honor him lah, and other thing they put documentary about all that issue related to Malaysia kan, ada tahu kan yang Kyrgyzstan. Okay, actually what happened to me was last 2 weeks ago, cikgu berada Kyrgyzstan. Cikgu berada di satu tempat yang mana cikgu jumpa warga negara daripada negara tersebut. Actually, I spoke to him. So that from the country lah that they went lah actually. So Malaysia memang sekarang semakin popular di persada antarabangsa. So the landscape of Malaysia on international law nampak sangat-sangat meluas sekarang. So Malaysia on track on isu berkaitan dengan ketidakpuashatian berkaitan Israel, Gaza, yang mana Malaysia tidak menyokong kepada, yang mana kita tidak menyokong kepada isu berkaitan dengan Israel ini, genocide ini. Saya rasa Malaysia dalam keadaan shape yang sangat-sangat baik dalam isu antarabangsa. Sangat-sangat dihormati dalam isu antarabangsa. So kita bangga dalam isu berkaitan seperti ini. Very good, excellent. But I also not understand how can US say that Israel probably doing something wrong when they know, when they say that they're using the US weapon. Like adik-beradik macam tidak tahu, what they're doing actually. The big brother supposed to be, in reality, in theoretically, big brother always will show US, but in reality, big brother always Israel. So saya pun rasa seperti cannot say anything. Instead of Ibrahim ini, y'all can say, anda boleh nampak dekat sini, bidang kuasa mendakwanya itu tidak ada. Kerana apa? Kerana kehadirannya ke Mahkamah Afrika adalah melalui satu pelanggaran undang-undang antarabangsa. See? As I said, was a hardly case. Dalam isu ini juga dia kata apa? Dia orang telefon, dia orang call the New Zealand punya polis, lepas tu mereka berbincang, lepas tu menahan pesalah di bawah ke New Zealand untuk pertuduhan membunuh. So they spoke to the Australian police and they bring this person to New Zealand, and Mahkamah New Zealand memutuskan bahawa mahkamah tidak punya bidang kuasa. Again, same thing. You see, tiada bidang kuasa, tiada bidang kuasa. But when we answer the question, what we going to answer? If they bring this issue, kita mungkin akan kata apa? Negara itu masih ada kuasa kan? Kerana berdasarkan kepada kes yang sangat popular ialah kes mana? Kes Hitchman. So dua kes ni mungkin kita akan lupa, Ibrahim, Hadley. Dan mungkin kita juga perlu lihat kepada kes yang mula-mula saya baca, yang US versus Alvarez ini. Try to read that case also. Ini adalah isu berkaitan dengan ekstradisi dan juga isu-isu berkaitan dengan soalan tersebut. So the answer yang anda kena bagi untuk kita bincang, the answer ialah sepatutnya must be lengthy or sepatutnya ringkas. What do you all think? It must be lengthy or must be ringkas? Apa anda rasa? Dia kena lengthy, tapi anda kena lihat kepada masa. How the time that you going to spend over for your time on the day. How do you remember all the cases? Perhaps they're going to give you question on territory. Perhaps they're going to give you question on the jurisdiction. Perhaps they're going to give you questions on peaceful settlement. Perhaps they're going to give a question next week. We're going to look into immunity. Cikgu masih belum masukkan nota immunity ya. Cikgu rasa ini semua dah habis. Then I will do the notes for you all in words. I'll try to do writing because which will be more faster and I'll know. And the next week we have to do the immunity. Kita kena lihat kepada bidang kuasa sesebuah negara. Okay, kekebalan bidang kuasa sesebuah negara. Inilah next topic. Ini topik sangat-sangat penting. Kerana apa? Anyone want to say why it's important to look into the kekebalan bidang kuasa municipal? Exam will out. Yeah, that's one. Another one, which is the famous area for this immunity? You want the answer? Which will be very famous area for this? Anda rasa mana satu yang sangat famous? Which one? Tell me, any idea? Pasti anda akan katakan, cikgu kita belum baca lagi, mana lagi kita tahu. Correct tak? Okay. Kalau macam tu, cikgu kena masukkan nota dia terlebih dahulu. Then only we can understand the subject. Okay? Cikgu kena masukkan dia punya nota terlebih dahulu. Lepas tu kita masih lagi belum bincang. This month kita kena buat kelas untuk kita ada workshop untuk saya membincangkan jawapan-jawapan. Okay, siapa yang belum buat lagi jawapan, how many of you not yet do all the answer? Kindly send me the answer like you all did on the exam time. You all know? You all still remember? Exam time, you all done all the answers, questions, online one and all that. Okay, so kindly also do that set answer, and perhaps you all can do this question. This question, another question. Let me share. Do you all think sumber akan keluar? Anyone think that sumber akan keluar? No, no such thing. Sumber tak akan keluar. Do you all think sumber akan keluar? Ada siapa rasakan sumber mungkin keluar? Anyone? Yes, I guess so. Really? They're going to ask sumber. They're going to ask sumber. That means they want to ask like what? All that General Assembly out in past year. General Assembly, that one is okay. We can answer GA and all that. But no, some technical issue, the GA or. So we got a lot to look into and supposed to finish the immunity because I got peaceful settlement also. Immunity, I got 3 chapters in immunity. Bidang kuasa negara, and I need to talk on the diplomatic, and I need to talk on the back of the diplomatic. Saya kena check out consular punya, embassy punya, lepas tu saya kena pergi kepada immunity of the diplomat and also on the back of the diplomat. Whether back of the diplomat juga dijaga ke tidak. You don't faham tak? Dia macam pecah kan? Kalau negara, simple lah. The answer is very clear. That means we have the jurisdiction, kita tahu bahawa diplomat dalam negara itu memang dijaga. Nobody can question that. That is sovereignty lah. But the problem will be they ask to, extended jurisdiction, extended sovereignty. Could that happen or not? They could ask that kind of question. Or they will ask on the diplomat, the consular. If let's say the diplomat, the ambassador yang melakukan jenayah di negara ini, whether the sending and receiving state, what the receiving state is supposed to do? Is it send him back or punished him here? That's one. Another thing is very famous also about the back. Is it the diplomat back also considered to be what? Have immune? Whether I can open, lihat, scan dan tengok, is it that also can be done? How about the vehicle? How about the maid? How about the people working in the embassy? Is it protected on the another issue on the diplomatic issue? So how we look into the immunity, that also a problematic question. So the extradition question, problematic, I told already, focus into whether legality is there, whether treaty is there. That are the issues. Jurisdiction, objective, subjective, that's the issue. Whether there is issue related to kewarganegaraan, whether there is issue related to the high sea, that's the issue. Whether it is perlindungan, whether it's related to eachman. I'm looking into the issues because the marks must be collected based on the issues. I like. Ini ialah international law. So hari ini mana-mana isu itu anda tengok kepada soalan itu balik, highlightkan isu-isu dia. Highlightkan isu-isu dia. Lepas tu yang last week, right, Miss Amy also sent the last week one about the recognition, right? See anything to do with any issue, no? Highlightkan dia. Cari isu dia. Go to more issue. Find where that you can put more definition. Try to see where you can put more principle. Try to see where the jargons there you can put and shows to them. I know international very well. This call about to end, so I will put another link. Okay, come back. Kita jumpa balik. Kenapa? Cikgu dapat international, cikgu bersemangat lah. I don't know why I'm so excited about this paper, international. If you come to my thought class, I will be so relaxed in my thought class. Like I will talk something like, thought class. My thought class will be funny a bit lah. Thought, contract, all MLS. But when come to international law, I don't know why I will start to jumping. I start to, because it seems like this university Malaya was trying to, you all know, I try to put it like very tough. So I want to really whack this paper. I'm really, cikgu nak betul-betul nak tahun ini orang pergi sekali saja, orang habiskan, orang just, orang faham tak? Cikgu betul-betul nak orang habiskan paper ini. Cikgu tak ada mercy untuk this paper ini. You got it. You dapat soalan itu, anda kena lihat soalan itu, you kena rasa gembira, happy. Dulu semua masa kita dekat exam, bila dapat soalan, kita akan ambil soalan, kita akan cium soalan itu. Tapi tak sebenarnya cium secara fizikal pada kertas soalan lah kan. Kita kata sedemikian lah, pasal apa? Kita rasa apa? Okay lah, boleh lepas lah. No, exam hall, my time hall, you know how many hours they put us there? 3 hours plus 4 questions, not one paper all go to that last final, August or July. Bring everything there. All the chapters. They won't say also which chapter coming. No mercy at all, my time out. Only one person will give mercy, my time. Which subject? Always will give helpers and all that. Our ustaz only. Undang-undang Islam only. Other subject all, I tell you, that tough they are trying to do it for international law. That tough they want to portray for international law. So kita kena lawan dia betul-betul. Kita kena belajar dia betul-betul. But with correct understanding lah. True kan? Okay, apa yang anda boleh buat pada hari ini, lepas kelas ini, anda kena duduk dan baca, sama sekali masuk dalam YouTube itu, cari juga isu-isu istilah-istilah berkaitan dengan Martin Dixon ke, DJ Harris ke, all that. Cuba bawa dia masuk dalam nota-nota ini, cuba tulis dalam menggunakan tulisan sendiri. When you have time, you all do that. Now maybe you all can estimate how many pages can write in 45 minutes. My time, I write 4 pages. It means front, behind, front, behind. It means 2 pages lah, physically, but front, behind, front, behind. My time, I'll whack the 4 pages. I will not stop until I go 4 pages. But I will estimate the time. Tahu tak cikgu akan buat apa? Cikgu punya masa cikgu akan duduk di sana ialah 45 minutes. For one question, I will put 45 minutes. Doctor. So when I put 45 minutes for one paper, 45 minutes, you know what will happen to me? I will go for the maximum 45 minutes only, all right. Toilet break all cannot lah, but you really can run. You must always sit at the last, or you must really sit last, or you must sit where is very nearby to toilet. Some people tendency of going toilet will be happen. It's human, what? Because sejuk kan, aircon, right? The hall. I think all know lah. Terrible lah, the one. Very cool. My time more terrible. I didn't went to the now the new hall. Cikgu punya semua berakhir dekat hall yang depan dengan chancellery punya, yang graduation tu. Saya tak pergi yang anda punya baru ni, saya tak pergi. Saya pergi yang saya punya lama punya, yang chancellery. Itu memang teruk lah, itu lagi lah. Dia punya, saya rasa dia guna sistem lama kan, yang ada mesin, yang ada air semua. You all know tak? You orang, kalau kita pergi sekarang, kita punya library yang Universiti Melaya, dia bukan guna yang centralized punya, yang ada mesin-mesin saja. Dia guna yang besar punya tangki air. Ini Universiti Melaya punya lah. They do like that. So you all have to wear your proper jacket, buy a proper pen. This could be heavy. This pen could be heavy. Buy the relaxed one. I want the small one. Buy the one. Yang takkan buatkan you punya tangan bengkak. Okay, depend on how you're going to use your writing. All that. Must study everything. Psychology must be there. Prepare for this paper. I want this time from one of, how many of you get me the A. Make the university like, faham tak? Cikgu pun dah macam rasa macam, why can they have this kind of standard? What? We going to practice international law? Are we going to go Hague and if Lily lah, God bless lah. If God say, okay, you may go to United Nations, you practice there, I'll say, okay, good, nice. Because Sultan Azlan decision also in the international law. All you should know, one of the prime decision of Sultan Azlan Shah also been used in international law for the insurance purpose and all that. So memang negara Malaysia also highly regarded as one of the best di dunia antarabangsa. Okay, dunia judiciary. So itu yang cikgu cuba nak terapkan lah. Macam mana pun kita kena habiskan paper ni. One time only. Okay. So you all supposed to do what? What will be your exercise today after this class? Do a bit of reading. Or tomorrow what? You clock in 45 minutes. Write your first answer. 45 minutes only. See you all can do or not. The jurisdiction. Okay. Habiskan. Betul-betul anda habiskan itu semua, pasti anda akan berjaya. August semua anda akan clear. Anda akan graduate next year. Cikgu bagi tahu betul-betul, because malam hari cikgu, hari guru, so hari ni cikgu bagi tahu yang baik untuk anda. Because from yesterday, I'm receiving a lot of calls from my students and all that. So they are all lawyers now, in kementerian all that. They call me and wishes me. So I was happy. So I want that energy goes to you all. Because anda ialah final student. Okay, final year students. Berjaya, pastikan anda berjaya. Okay. Any question to us? Tak ada soalan? Itu saja untuk hari ini. Sekian, terima kasih. Good night.
Thank you, Good sir.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
So I have a question.
What is it?
Do you have like sort of hack for PIL? Like, can we like focus on 6 chapters? Is it safe to focus on 6 chapters only, or how?
Can at the end of the day, when we go for the final, before final, I will put a proper. I will give where you have to focus. So I will give you. Let's say you want to understand only 4 major topic. So we'll go for 4 because you will have 3 will come out for your questions. So if you go for 4 chapters or 5 chapters, then it will be easy for you. No need to go for 6. Nobody that. Right.
But
That's it.
doesn't sound safe.
But if you take 6 means, I think the entire syllabus you have to go through. Because so no worries. Which important chapters.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good question. Excellent. Okay then, everyone. Any more questions? Ada. Okay. Sekian. Terima kasih. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night.